What's up, y'all? I hope everybody's doing good. And just an update here on a LPR slash silent reflex. For me, if you're new to my videos, I've been out of work for about 2.5 months now, dealing with what the doctors think is LPR. I'm having a lot of throat clearing, and sometimes it even comes down to difficulty breathing. Um, so update on my end, I'm doing a little bit better. I have less frequent throat clearing, and this is after cleaning up my diet for quite some time now. And the results are extremely slow. Uh, it takes a long time for it to work, and even if my diet's completely clean, honestly, if I eat a lot of food, that also triggers me. And sometimes I don't even know it triggers me. Um, Lately, I have one of two things happen. So if I maybe do eat a little bit too much or I had something sugary, like I'll get some like surface level throat clearing that I can usually clear out and spit out right away. Um, but the scarier one, and this is why I kind of stopped working for a little while because I need to figure out what this is because when it happens, it's terrible. The second one is when I'm just doing whatever and I get the symptom, it's like deep in like my vocal cord area. And no matter what I do, I'm just sitting there like, no matter what I do, I can't clear it out. But there's that sensation that something is there. And that it's terrible. It really is terrible. That's the only thing that I can think about when I'm going through that. And also it leads to kind of difficulty breathing, which is uh, it'll make a man out of you. It really does when when you have that. And this whole the whole frustration of trying to figure out 100% like what's causing it is the bigger issue. So I have a 24-hour impedance test coming up where they stick a camera thing with attached to like this little wire uh, down my nose, down my throat, and then basically where my sphincter is right here. So that's gonna be there for 24 hours, and I'm kind of dreading that test. But at this point, I've had the surgery, endoscopy. I have had the barium swallow. Um, and yeah, and I've done all the diet changes, and I'm still getting symptoms. So I'm not gonna lie to you. One thing I want to talk about is, and I'm gonna get a little real, is the frustration aspect of this whole thing. It's very hard to go to multiple specialists and have people judging you, asking you like, "Oh, how did this happen?" and things like that. And it's like if I'm walking to the room and I have to tell people like the same story every time, I'm like, "Can you just read my chart?" Like, and I get it. Like you have to tell the doctor what's going on, and I'm very communicative. I'm very able to articulate what's going on. But when like the first thing that they ask me is that without even reading my chart, it's really frustrating. It's almost like, are you even looking at my chart at all? You have to ask me, what's going on every single time. Um, so there's that. Also, the family and peer pressure is real, and obviously not working. And I'm actually not getting a paycheck right now. Um, I have been in law enforcement for about a year, and the benefits don't kick in for a year and a half if you have medical issues. So I am completely unpaid right now. So that's extremely frustrating, and I really am looking forward to getting better and going back to work, but I can't even think about going back to work until I get better. So it's just the stress of being a hard worker. I've been a hard worker pretty much my whole life, and wanting to go back to work so bad because I really do love my job. Um, and I love my life, honestly. I really do. Like I'm very passionate about a lot of things. I like hanging out with friends. I like going to the gym. I'm just an active guy. But this has taken a lot from me. It's taken a lot from not only physically, like I've lost weight, but mentally as well. Just mentally not being able to do the things that I could before. And even if I am doing them, if I'm not having symptoms, I'm still worried that symptoms of the throat clearing and difficulty breathing are going to start. and it's extremely frustrating. And if you're watching this and you have really bad reflux or silent reflux, I know you can relate to me. Um, but as a whole, I am doing a decent amount better. And for that, I'm very grateful. So that's just an update on my end. One thing I'm going to start trying is eating lower starch foods, because I have been taking notes on everything that I've eaten and the time I've eaten it and the symptoms for about a month and a half, really meticulously. So I've been pretty good about that. And I've noticed that either after eating things like sweet potatoes, rice, those are some of the worst foods for my symptoms. And then sometimes even the next day, like I took my barium swallow test yesterday, and that's when you drink like a heavy liquid substance, and then they watch it go down your throat and they take pictures. I took that test yesterday, and you have to fast for about 8 hours before that test. And I woke up in the morning and I felt okay for like 20 to 30 minutes. And then I went and did a workout. No water, no nothing, because I can't eat or drink anything till my test. So I took my test at like 7:45. But before taking the test, when I was on the way there, like I started getting that throat clearing like really bad. It's just really frustrating. I started coughing a lot and getting that sensation that something is right here. And I had sweet potatoes prior to that day. So I don't know if it's, sometimes it's delayed, sometimes it's not delayed, sometimes it's um, immediate. It really depends. And honestly, I haven't been able to find one thing and pinpoint, this is it. Except me getting extremely, full. But that usually doesn't happen. That hasn't happened in a long time. So, um, yeah, I'm dealing with it. I hope you guys out there that are dealing with reflux or LPR or anything really, because this relates to everything, not just people like me with the reflux thing that is uncontrolled, but in every aspect of life, like if you're injured or you have medical problems, you're not able to make it to work, maybe you don't even work. It doesn't really matter. Just the fact that you're not feeling well, your quality of life is diminishing or less than what it was. It's very frustrating. But just know you're not alone, and just know that you have to do everything it takes to get better, and it will get better. It will 100% get better. I'm not perfect by any means, but I'm a lot better than I was last month, and I'm not going to the ER anymore. So I'm just grateful for each day that I'm semi-normal. So that's an update on my end. Like I said, I have a 24-hour impedance test coming up, and then hopefully that will find some answers. I'm sure I'll drop a video with the impedance thing in me, because I'm not gonna like that test. So yeah, that's the plan, and I hope everybody has a good Christmas and happy holidays.